The other option I mentioned was collaboration. Because I'm logged in online, I'm working essentially through a web browser. All my work here is actually being saved. And when I save this, it can automatically create my Revit files. But what if I want to actually show somebody the work that I'm actually doing? So what I'm actually going to do is going to switch from looking at this through a web browser, and I'm going to start looking at this on an iPad. So right now I'm looking at this on my iPad, and I can currently see that there's myself and one of my coworkers, Austin, actually looking at the exact same model at the same time through the web. I happen to be looking at this on my iPad, and he happens to be looking at this on his desktop using a web browser. We can actually send messages back and forth. So whether those messages are me asking him a question, or it's just a comment saying, okay, this person is now following the camera. Now, what that actually means is if I am leading this, I'm trying to show somebody some information, I can drive my camera, and it automatically makes changes to their camera. So in this case, I haven't actually clicked on anything, but you notice how that section of the wall just changed. That was not me. That's Austin making changes to the model while I am viewing it. So when I say I'm collaborating online with this model, I really am. There's multiple people able to work together at the exact same time in the exact same model, and I can view and make changes and communicate and actually share my ideas with somebody else right at the same time. And if I want to, I can always invite more people to this. I'll be able to see all the people in there. There's colors around them, so if I make a change or I select an object, it shows up as orange, because that's my border. When Austin was selecting things, it showed up as blue, because that was his. So it's always very easy to tell who is actually doing what and when they're actually doing it. And I still have a lot of the same tools that I saw online. I have access to a library, my materials, my properties. So as I select on objects, I can still see the information for it. And when I go to my views, I can pick different views that I've chosen. And I have the rest of my commands right there on the bottom. So you have a lot of tools here all available to you. And it doesn't matter if you're working remotely in an office using Android or iOS, because it's available and accessible on all of those. And because when I do save, I'm saving it to the cloud, I can pull this from anywhere. So in this case, Austin's just asking me what I think of the design. And I can just come back and say, like it. And that just becomes part of the record, so we can keep track of who's doing what and working on the model together.